Today's adventure begins just north of the Colorado National Monument within the city limits of Fruita, Colorado. Join us as we explore Dinosaur Hill. In the year 1900, the first dinosaur fossils were found in this area, and it was a major discovery, a 70-foot long Apatosaurus. Unfortunately, the fossils themselves have been kept in the Chicago Field Museum since 1908, but the area that they were discovered is open for all to see right here. The main trail in Dinosaur Hill is a 1-mile loop. It's fairly easy and smooth for the first half. On the backside of the mountain, it gets a little rocky and steep. Throughout the park, there are quite a few educational and informative signs. There are also quite a few interesting side trails that branch off of the main route. We're starting our exploration today by hiking around the base of the front of Dinosaur Hill. From many areas on the trail, you can see the cliffs of the Colorado National Monument. On today's hike, we had the amazing fortune of getting to see a couple of awesome fighter jets fly by. Now it's time to take the main trail up to the top of Dinosaur Hill. Sometimes this park can be a little bit crowded, but today it was 68 degrees, sunny, and there was only one other car in the parking lot. Not only is the park itself beautiful, but the views of the surrounding area is spectacular. As I said before, the trail all the way up to the summit is nice and smooth and pretty wide. From this point on, though, it can get a little tricky and a little bit rocky. From the summit of Dinosaur Hill, you can get a really good look at some of the features and formations of the Colorado National Monument that's just to the south. At this point, we're going to begin the steeper and rockier descent as we hike around the backside of Dinosaur Hill. As we were sitting up top taking a break, we noticed several people slip and one person fall on their way down this hill. So I'm going to have a couple of tips later in the video.
Well, I thought today I would give a little mini lesson on something that seems to be kind of important. You know, when I was a kid, my dad showed my sister and I how to walk downhill without falling. And at the time I thought, Dad, that's really silly. Everybody knows how to walk downhill without falling. But just standing here and watching other people hike by, we saw at least 3 people slip, and one of them fell on their way down this steep hill. So I'm going to give a little bit of wisdom that my father passed on to me and show you the basics of walking down a very steep and loose hill without falling.
Skiers know that the way that you slow your momentum when headed downhill is by traversing or zigzagging down the slope. This keeps your momentum in check. This same principle can help you walking down a steep slope. Always look ahead for embedded rocks in the trail and purposely walk toward them until you use them to stop your momentum. Always keep your speed consistent, never trying to stop on a slick or loose surface, which is the easiest way to end up on your backside. The trail around the backside is definitely a little harder, and a lot less people come this direction, but some of the best stuff is over here. This is the exact location where the giant Apatosaurus skeleton was recovered. Many of these signs mention photographs next to them. Unfortunately, most of those photographs have not survived either the weather or vandalism, but they're all gone at this point. It's time to take a quick rest, get a little water, and just enjoy the breeze before we head back to the parking lot. As I've said many times before, to everyone who has watched this video all the way through and joined us on another exploration adventure, thank you so much for your time. Please like and hit that subscribe button so that you won't miss the next episode.